testing, testing. Test. Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
It's round 3 in Senol NPL Victoria, and we have two sides who, well, they could have a combined total of 12 points to their names so far this season. Instead, they have nothing at all. There is plenty on the line between Avondale and Green Gully here at a very muggy adventure park here in Parkville. My name's Adam Sarikoglou. Pleased to be joining you here at Adventure Park. It is Avondale versus Green Gully. It's a busy day here on this Saturday of round 3 in this still new Senol NPL Victoria season. And two sides that are out here today with one change each from the sides that did go down in round 2 last week. The change for Avondale, Stefan Valentini makes his first start of the season. He comes in for Sita Murray, who is on the bench this afternoon. And for Green Gully, Ashan Alawalia is in the starting 11. He got subbed in early in the first half last week for Judd McDougall. He is out of the squad entirely, has not been able to get up after only lasting 20 minutes last week in Green Gully's 2-0 loss to Caroline Springs George Cross. Avondale also coming off a 2-0 defeat. That was away to Bentley Greens. Yanni Miletus is in charge of this game. It's a huge one for both. Two teams desperate for points. And most certainly 3 points better than one here today. This is a real pressure game early in the season. Avondale will defend to the right of screen, attack toward the left here. Playing Gully, I should say. Doing that, they've got an early possession here as well. As Avondale plays in board, but Hope was caught in behind. Avondale will defend from the left. Get an early goal kick here. This is probably, in terms of what might be at stake early here in the season, the game of the round in NPL Victoria. I hope you can settle in and enjoy it. It's a very busy Saturday here in NPL Victoria. And an early press here for Gully. Virgil and Cuba combined. The ball came in toward below a bit. Didn't reach him in the end though. Fornaroli gets an early touch. Matthew Reid with the longer ball. Valentini along this right wing. The one inclusion for Jonathan Gamano. Very, very muggy here today at kickoff. We're looking at 29 degrees. There is still, albeit an unlikely but present threat nonetheless of thunderstorms and rain throughout this game. We have got dry conditions, but it is very, very humid out here today. Don't be fooled by the gloomy overcast conditions overhead. Already a little bit of early pressure for Gully. Michael Weir just on the back foot a little bit. Very elaborate goalkeeping kits for Gully. I do love to have some kit chat when it comes to Green Gully. The gold numbers on the stripes back this year. Very striking. They're quite inventive with their away kits as well, Green Gully sometimes, albeit not needing them all that often. The Greens now back in the league, so there's no doubt to see the Clash kit in action throughout the year. Blake Carpenter, one of the mainstays in this new look Avondale lineup. Roy Markovsky's tenure coming to an end. Jonathan Gamano now in charge with a lot of new faces in his squad. Hasn't been as much turnover as we've seen with some other clubs around the league, but plenty of change nonetheless for Avondale. Carpenter, I wonder if he was trying to become a bit too inventive there and flick back, and then we saw George Ott slide in late. Avondale are yet to score so far this season. Green Gully's only scored once. And they did hold a lead after the hour mark in the season opener against Heidelberg United. They did go down 2-0 on that night in what was the season opener. Avondale have suffered 2-0 defeats so far this season. Second game at home after dropping their first one to South Melbourne. Hope in the direction of Bilal Habib. And moved on quickly by Lockhead. We go out wide now for Kerr. Cuba. Carlson released back out quickly. Wally is into the 11 for David Chick today. Cuba then goes longer. And an easy call for the assistants over on that right sideline. Well, Habib out of position. Laura Moya and Kazra Sanavi. Assistants today to Yanni Milius. Yanni Zitis is our fourth official. So Reed finds a way through to Trycheski. Quick movement here from Avondale. Applied the pressure. Valentini's ball gets denied, but they've got it locked in deep here. It'll be Wellsmore to bring it back into play. By no means are these conditions stifling, but it's going to be a little uncomfortable out here today. Barely under 30 degrees. For a 3 p.m. kickoff, Reed central. And Flotman can advance forward. Bruno Fornaroli gets to really have a major impact here at Avenger Park. Of course, no Avondale player has been able to score yet in this new season. Here's George Ott playing up front. And from left to right, it's Zimmerino, Fornaroli, and Valentini playing just up ahead of George Ott. Valentini goes down, no foul. Josh Hope working with Cuba and eventually inviting Berndl to the party to clear out toward the outer side. Kerr can take a dash here on this right side for Green Gully. Tracked the entire time by Trycheski. Resulted in the turnover. I'd say Towns hasn't had a lot to do so far. Reed. Hope beats Wellsmore in one-on-one. Still going, Hope. Martin Stoll to the player for goal. Just get tripped up. No foul on Hope. There was a foul on Lockhead. And then another Gully player goes down as well. David Cheeks asking for some yellow. The other Gully player that had gone down was Ashan Alawalia. No cautions, but a free kick here for Green Gully.
Other side of the benches or on that side?
Diego Cuba.
Yanni, that's the standard, yeah? Everyone can do that.
Who only saw action in the first half last week against George Cross. Alawalia will be the one to go for it. Kept it pretty low, but not low enough. Jack Gibson in goal for Avondale here today. He's, of course, Michael Weir, one of the former Hume contingent that eventually followed David Chick over to Keilor Downs. It's a good ball for Carpenter. Zimmerino. 2 men on for Zimmerino. He's done well to keep it in Avondale hands. Ott's the target of the throw. Didn't reach him. Ott and Zimmerino looking to combine it. Just ended up popping up in the air. Weir does go down near the front post. It's going to go out for a corner. Came off the glove, I think. Avondale player has gone down right on the line there. It's Stefan Valentini who gets up a little ginger. First corner of the day to be taken by Christian Trajewski.
Can you say something? Excuse me, Jackie. Can you say something different? Just fun? That's the only word you say. That's why I'm
No real wind to speak of here today. Trajewski just lobs one a little too long in the end. He was a little bit worried about things. He's eventually taken out. No risk play taken by Alawalia. This is Wellsmore. Moving around a lot up front right now. Covering a lot of early yardage. The recent form line between these two has been wild. Both of in the last 4 meetings against each other in the league. As we just see what can happen here with Valentini. It's going to be cleared out now. So in the last 4 meetings, they've both beaten each other, both home and away, since the start of the 2024 season. Some of those games had 7 goals scored in them. I don't think anyone watching or here at Adventure Park would mind another shootout here today. Especially the two clubs combined for only 1 goal scored so far this season. Cuba going for the long ball. Fornaroli tried to get it back in board and set up Zimmerino, couldn't do so. Kerr interjected. Way played out toward the right side. Now we can see something maybe happen here for Gully, but the ball was placed in between the areas that Habib and Lockhead were occupying. Good couple of minutes here for Avondale. How's this going to bounce for Ott? Weir came out of the box. He placed it beautifully in front of Scott Lockhead. Got dispossessed in the end though. Trajewski gets the foul call here just as Ashton Alawalia was off to the races. Awkward ball from Carpenter toward Valentini. It's given away a little cheaply that time. Glen Gully just put themselves under a little bit more pressure now when they perhaps didn't have to. Habib takes the contact from Flotman. Towns wins it back anyway for Avondale. Carpenter. No way past Kerr. Carpenter again. Trajewski. Plenty of room for Valentini to work in. Trips up. Was he a victim of the pitch there? A big wad of dirt has just come up there. Valentini got tripped up. Which looks okay here today. It's not necessarily a carpet. Ott's header is not going to be really on target. Didn't really have much of a chance there. We actually are seeing Stefan Valentini now just do a bit of gardening to repair that little bit of pitch he dug up. Carlson did well. Kerr. Patient. Virgil gets it from Alawalia. Cuba trying to get back onto the right side. Alawalia, 3 taken 1 shot today, went over the crossbar. Lobbing ball for Avondale. Oh, has to come up. There's not much available up ahead. Fornaroli, the only man up ahead of him right now. But he did well just to buy himself some time and use the space that was available. It's Zimmerino. Fornaroli. It was Carlson tracking back well in the end for Green Gully. Lockhead. Kerr this time doesn't have the love bib available. Hope is the central man in the box. Won't get there. Reed in the way. Needed some help from Towns. Back to the safety of Jack Gibson. Almost 15 minutes in here at Adventure Park. Another chance for Valentini here. Moves it straight into Avondale. One of 4 games in the league today. One match that's an hour ahead of this one. First City and Bentley Greens, 0-0 there. Up at Broadmeadows, not too far away from here. George Cross will take on Dandenong Thunder in a couple of hours from now. Altona Magic in South Melbourne not too long after that. Every single game live and free on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. Another full season ahead with coverage of every single match in NPL Victoria, men's and women's, thanks to Senol. Here's Reed. Krajewski had a man on, bought some time well. Ott for Valentini. Back toward Ott. Could open up the door just momentarily for Krajewski. Krajewski still on top of it. Fornaroli trying to get out. Get in and make a play, but couldn't in the end. Zimmerino was trying to get out of the way. Now that's something for Krajewski. Fornaroli has just moved a little deeper now alongside Georgia. As Lockhead looks around, Josh Hope will be the target. He's a danger man in the box. He's Josh Hope. Pressure was good though from Wellsmore. Cuba can't thread it through to Avondale. Otts for Fornaroli. It's a patient and controlled game from Avondale so far. Hasn't been able to generate a chance just yet. Nor has Green Gully really. Alawalia leaves one away from downtown. Wasn't on target. Otts. Towns. Again, patience. Extra man marks back. That was Carpenter. Takes the first touch from Krajewski, then tries to then set up Zimmerino. Avondale will take another look at a corner. Christian Krajewski. the end of last season. The last time these two teams met was here at Avenger Park, a 2-1 win for Avondale. Ott and Valentini both scoring on that occasion. Here we go. Ott, Weir fumbles. Has to get back in position. Green Gully had enough numbers to cover the mistake, and they are out and away here. This time it's Habib going to Kerr instead of the other way around. Reggae. Tries to go to Habib. Jalil Reggae is the one and only scorer for Green Gully so far. Scored not long after the hour mark in the season opener against Heidelberg. That was a lead for Green Gully. Only lasted about 10 minutes or so. The upset was on the cards there. Heidelberg have had a little bit of a tricky start. Did go down to Dandenong City last night. Valentini a little too over-officious in his attack on Diego Cuba. Fornaroli is right now not too happy about something and having a conversation with Yanni Miletus. A shake of the head. Play resumes. Cuba outmanned. Towns and Fornaroli combining. Valentini for Towns. Weir timed his run beautifully, and he's not happy. But he had to give up some ground there to kill off the attack. Wellsmore. Virgil and Valentini to battle. The midway point of the first half here. Quality ball from Franceschi. Carlson denies the cross in from Zimmerino. Range throw here from Carpenter. Weir gets bowled over, colliding with George Ott. Now George Ott has to have a conversation with Yanni Miletus. Was pulled over by the referee, George Ott. Now be on the receiving end of some explanatory notes from the referee. Like again there, Gully on the back foot. Earlier in Cuba, they felt like they were in two minds just for a moment. I just feel like Avondale's on top here. In what is so far a scoreless game. Cuba. Pull them away. Carlson. Walia puts Carlson under the pump a little bit. Fornaroli's out. Ott wasn't quite where he wanted him to be. Ott will go back to Fornaroli now. Buy some more time to Avondale. How's this going to land for George Ott? They did lands well. He didn't make any use of it. Kerr. Avondale will dash down the left. Hope. Didn't think about shooting. Lockhead didn't time it in the air. It's okay though. Bilal Habib. Kerr.
Get in the box! Bilal in the box! Bilal, box!
The Bib needed to utilise the space in behind. Carlson. Green Gully's turn to press.
Bilal, central!
Alawalia. Kerr back in position along the right flank. Hope. Lockhead.
Wide, Scotty!
Hope was happy to jump over the ball there. Nothing coming. Olamawewe. Won it back nicely for Green Gully. It's Diego Cuba once more. Avondale. Towns closes in on Josh Hope. Lockhead. Alawalia turns to Marino inside out and then went for it.
Get lower!
Perhaps a shot a little too rushed in the end. Here's Carpenter. Punched the dart in toward the area, which got repelled back out. Franceschi assesses his options. Zimmerino receives it from Carpenter. Well played, Bruno Fornaroli, but he was tightly marked by Cuba the entire time. A dry smile on the face of the veteran. Fornaroli gets open his account for Avondale. His side can get another look at a corner. Franceschi will take it. Safely in the gloves of Michael Weir. Some decent A-League experience out here today. Indeed, Fornaroli will try to put Michael Weir to the test as often as he can. Wellsmore. Back to Reed, and Avondale will reboot once more. Plenty of their game flow's gone through Carpenter on the left side, just over the head of Fornaroli. Ott can think about this. Can't get it past Reggae. Now opens it up for Valentini. And Michael, we had all sorts of issues there. Did well to get a glove on it. The corner counts is building up for Avondale. It'll be Christian Franceschi once more. Ticamano wants a little rearrangement of the magnets here for this corner kick. Ite Towns pushing up, Carpenter a little further out. 4 men out of the area for Avondale, everyone else in. Double fist from Weir. Ball went vertical. There's a collision between 2 players here, one from each side down. It's Reed for Avondale. Can't yet identify the Gully man that has gone down here. does seem like the Green Gully player's in a little more pain than what Reed is. Reed has not gotten up fully just yet either. Both teams are going to come over and talk things over on what is a very warm and muggy day here in Parkville. So Johnson Gamano will be quite happy, I think, with what he's seen in the opening half hour here. Both players up now.
Let's go, players, check it. Let's go, Johnny. Johnny, we're going.
Tom Vernsel was the Avondale, Green Gully player, I should say. And collided with Matt Reed. Mounting Elitist wants to get things back underway sooner than later. Over Michael Wee himself getting a little bit of attention right now from the Gully medical staff, just stretching out the legs. He's had plenty to do, Michael Weir, so far. He's hit one over the top to deny Valentini a couple minutes ago. Both Matt Reed and Tom Vernsel are waiting to be allowed to come back on. And the leaders is going to drop it down here just outside the box. Back underway is Reed and Vernsel come back on. Otts has been very, very busy. Fornaroli, Cuba all over him. Fornaroli goes down. Franceschi tried to make something happen but couldn't. Lockhead, quick release, too quick for Josh Hope. Turns over to Wellsmore. It's Emlyn Wellsmore. Lovely touch back in. Turns Lockhead inside out. Franceschi thought about going for it just for a brief moment. Carpenter gets tripped up against Kerr. And a lovely backflip toward Lockhead. Kerr to the left, Bilal Habib on the right. Kerr around Wellsmore. No one home though. Easy pickings for Flotman. Otts. Wellsmore will go back to Gibson. Avondale have been on the press for nearly all of this first half hour here today. Fornaroli, along the paint it goes, taking on Carlson here. Olawale tried to come in and help, it's Towns. Otts, has he got enough space to shoot? He does! And Avondale finally have a goal in season 2026. And it's George Otts. Scores in consecutive league fixtures against Green Gully, and it's a well-deserved goal for the Avengers. David Chick will be disappointed. Ott had all sorts of time and space. In a really good position there for Avondale. And he did exactly what good number 9s do. He put it away. Avondale 1, Green Gully 0. George Ott scores Avondale's first goal of the season. And it took more than 210 minutes to get it. Unnecessary between Valentini and Cuba. Valentini, who's making his first start of the season today, has been in the thick of it all day so far. Playing down the right flank for Avondale. Kirk Kerr's playing a very similar role for Green Gully. He was the man that went out. There being no cautions just yet in what has been a physical affair. Nani Miletus is our referee here today. Carlson toward Lockhead. Lockhead surrounded by blue. Towns gets chopped. He's just getting a little bit chippy out here right now. Right now, Avondale for the first time this year playing with the lead. Looking to continue turning that screw, put Green Gully under more pressure. Reed. Wellsmore. Doesn't reach on. Reggae instead gets in the way. Hope. That's a backtrack momentarily against Valentini. All him away. Now Carlson. Wenzel gets it back from Cuba. Wenzel runs diagonally in as he goes back to Cuba. Cuba went the diagonal ball toward Lockhead. It's going to fall to Hope. Josh Hope decides to go himself, and that may well have been on target. Patrick Flockman not gotten in the way there. There might have been an issue for Jack Gibson momentarily. Now it's a chance for Green Gully to get a look at a corner here. Just looking over to the other end of the pitch right now, Michael Weir is still looking very, very proppy as he has a chat with one of the Green Gully trainers. He's the only player here that's not going to be in play for this corner.
Go, come on, movement!
Cuba will take it. Jack Gibson had to get a glove on it. Reggae. He'll have a crack. It'll bounce once before reaching Gibson. Hope applying good pressure on Wellsmore. Vanzel for Cuba. Well, the Beeps just pushed to the left side up front to Green Gully in his last few minutes. Lockhead's the one that's just gone more central. We have seen it a few times now, though, where Green Gully are looking to set something up in and around the box, and there have been no good available options to take any sort of shot. The ones they have taken have been from range. Jack Gibson, who was on the ball there just a moment ago, He's not had that much to worry about so far. Lockhead just had his shirt pulled on just for a moment by Flotman. Carpenter. 3 available options here for Avondale. And it is that power 3 up front. Fornaroli, Valentini, and Ott. But Valentini gave the foul away. And he's having an animated conversation with Yanni Miletus. Reggae. Virgil against Valentini. Hope is not happy with the treatment he receives from going down. Virgil is down on deck right now as well, and Valentini's going to engage in some push and shove with Diego Cuba. I did say it was chippy. Tensions are rising at Avenger Park. Josh Hope gets up a little ginger. Vandal's had a few moments. He's talking at the moment with the Avondale technical area. 1 card each for Cuba and Reed. Matter of time. So we saw some cautions here today. The Avondale captain is not happy about his booking. Zimmerino. Not sure if he wanted Otto or Fornaroli there. It was Oliver Wayway who he found. Kirker's ball is not going to reach Hope. Valentini. It's been lively. Getting his first starts of the season here today. Wellsmore. Towns can unload, goes for it. Another save forced by Michael Weir, who's been very animated today. I don't think he wants to be as busy as he is. Some expletives to his teammates as they get ready for another corner. Not so many of them have come from this side for Avondale so far. Blake Carpenter will take it. Avondale looking to double the lead. We're not that far away from half-time. Blake Carpenter. Can't tell if he meant to put it up that high or it's just a genuine spray toward Franceschi. It didn't come off either way. Lockhead. And Wellsmore. Wellsmore puts Lockhead into the turf. Plenty of bodies being thrown around at Avenger Park. Valentini. On the closest target, Towns. Space behind. Wellsmore. Franceschi. Flotman. Carpenter. Avondale don't need to rush. They hold a 1-0 lead. George Ott, 33rd minute. Misfires toward Fornaroli. Franceschi. Fornaroli. This is a golden moment. Weir has to make another save. And every time he does, he is not happy about what is happening in front of him. Bruno Fornaroli would be disappointed not to have put one away and open up his account for Avondale. Last minute at the end of the first half. Gully at risk of conceding a 2-0 lead. Through the legs of Lockhead went Tracheski. Fornaroli! No, out. It looks good. Didn't place enough venom on it to get past Weir. Another player goes down. That looks like it's Diego Cuba. Picked up a yellow card earlier alongside Matt Reid of Avondale.
It's okay.
2 minutes added on. Entertaining first half here. Two teams that don't have any points to their name so far this season. It's advantage Avondale right now. If there's to be a loser here today, that team goes into a relegation conversation.
Take him!
Ott. Toward the back post, Marino keeps it alive here. Regeg had to get in front of Reid, who fouled Jello Regeg. Even with the draw here today, neither team is going to be comfortable with where they sit after 3 rounds here. Season that's already had a few little surprises here or there. Certainly last week, Gully's loss to their local crosstown rival, George Cross. It was going to sting. They're down again here right now. They make something happen late. Cuba, Vandal, not wasting any time. Kerr can track this down. Has Carpenter to deal with here. Carpenter did well. It's half time. The last act we saw there was Zimmerino going in to help out Carpenter. Almost took out Kerr. There's a little slow to get up. The half-time whistle does go. It's all happening at Avenger Park. George Ott in the 33rd minute ended up getting the one and only goal of this first half. Two teams looking for their first points of the season. And right now, Avondale have it on their terms, on their home pitch. It is half-time in this round 3 clash at Avenger Park. We'll be back with the second half here on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel at half-time. It is Avondale 1, Green Gully 0. Welcome back to Avenger Park. It is round 3 in Senol NPL Victoria. It is Avondale 1, Green Gully 0. My name's Adam Sarikoglu. We've had a false start here to get the second half underway, and we have had a change over half-time. Michael Weir's day in goal for Green Gully is done, and boy did he have a lot going on in his first half. He was clearly carrying something, had to make multiple saves, did get beaten once, and he is now out of the game, Michael Weir. So Luka Romic is now in goal for Green Gully. Yet again find themselves chasing the game in what has been a lacklustre start to their season. George Ott was the goal scorer not long after the half-hour mark. And a few other chances as well. Bruno Fornaroli basically had a one-on-one with Michael Weir that Michael Weir was able to stop. He had to make a few big saves late in that first half, while also clearly playing hurt. And so all the momentum in the first half with the Avengers. It's now the only game live in NPL Victoria. Hume City getting a 1-0 win over Bentley earlier. DC Bayou the scorer. Bentley finishing with 10 men. 2 more games to come later on this evening on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. George Cross take on Dandenong Thunder. Altona Magic are going to host South Melbourne. It's Carlson in front of Carpenter here. Ran all the way out. For yet another. No, it's not going to be a corner. Thought there was going to be a corner there for a moment. Franceschi, Towns. Nope, that's not going to be anywhere near it. Into the La Familia side. Apologies, I thought I was seeing the ref gesture for a corner there. Carpenter and Kerr do battle twice in the air. Carlson, ambitious ball that's picked off by Trajewski. Flotman, Gibson, clumsy first touch, puts himself into a bit of danger there. Boots it out toward the Tulla freeway. It's Carlson. Cuba. Reggae for Verdal. Verdal. Too much on it. Easily taken by Gibson. So what we saw Green Gully doing a couple of times throughout the first half was not being able to generate any real chances. A couple of times just decided to shoot for the sake of it from range. There was one shot from this man, National Awalia, that wasn't too far over the crossbar. That was probably the best of them. Avondale was doing a little bit of that as well, but Avondale just kept on pressing and kept generating corner after corner and making far more promising runs between Fornaroli, George Ott, Valentini coming in from the right side. Right now it's Fornaroli playing centrally, Ott to the left and Fornaroli to the right up front. What was the more central figure in the first half. Gully trying to isolate Bilal Habib up front. That was the formation at the start, but then Habib had been sent wide. Along at a half wet. Towns sets Carpenter a bit of a task. It's okay. All the time in the world for Blake Carpenter. Flotman reads on a yellow card, as is Diego Cuba. Ott is denied by Cuba. Wellsmore to take the throw in front of the main race here at Avenger Park. Valentini played in for Wellsmore, who went in, and we saw Zimmerino go down, and he slaps the turf. No disparagement, not happy about not getting a call there. So Luka Romic now in the game, replacing Michael Weir at half-time. Fornaroli. Not a bad ball for Towns. His ball for Ott was promising there for a moment. Ott still on it here. Then goes back. Trajewski left it. Wellsmore's the one that closes in. He can go from range sometimes when he wants to. Trajewski takes the shot. 2-0 Avondale. No answers at the back for Green Gully. Christian Trajewski's had an outstanding game so far, and he gets rewarded. It's becoming a bleak afternoon for Gully. Avondale double their advantage. Christian Trajewski, I should say, has been outstanding today. He's at this point probably got the best claim to man of the match. They've been far more creative when they've had the chance to, Avondale. David Chick has all sorts of headaches right now. Available subs. Amonom Karmas, William Kifley, Juan Gutget, Cooper Head. I don't think it'll be too far away from the time of which we saw William Kifley come on. Avondale made another run. No issues for Romic. Maratia Pio is the other new name in the squad today for Gully that could come on. Maratia Pio. One of the easier calls for Yanni Miletus here today is foul, as Hope, I should say, goes flying. Gully, for many years, have had to rely on a Josh Hope type of player to pull them out from the doldrums in situations like this. He's had to earn every possession today, Josh Hope, that's for sure. Reggae, Avondale couldn't keep it in Gully possession. Jack Gibson in goal today in the fluoro red for Avondale. Carpenter being pressured by Kerr. Did well, Kerr. The 1-2 combo with Cuba comes unstuck. With Flotman getting in the way eventually for Avondale. Tracheski, the hot hands right now for Avondale. It's Valentini. No boots for George Ott late there. This is Lockhead. Big winds up and load up there. Jalil Regate had made his play up. He does remain Green Gully's only goal scorer. Here is Ian Kifley now. Avondale's going to make a change as well. Diego Cuba's going to come out here. Can Kifley provide some spark up front for Gully? The Avondale move, we'll see Max Green come into the game. Looks like it might be Steph Valentini coming off. Turns out it wasn't Cuba, it was actually Ashan Alawalia coming off for Kifley. Valentini confirms to be replaced by Max Green. Kifley's going over to the left side for Gully. Ball up in the air off the boot of Carlson. Virgil under all sorts of pressure. Immediately gets involved as Green. Tracheski, could he go again? Fornaroli, still looking for his first goal in Avondale blue. It gets away from him. Towns. Just opened up for a moment. Fornaroli goes for it. Blocked by Carlson. Last touch was definitely off Fornaroli there. David Chiggs studying the notebook right now. Dave Filer, the one stood up, looking a little concerned. Gully's run coming up is an interesting one because Hume City have found a little bit of form. That's coming up on Friday next week. And then South being the next opponent after that. You never know what you're going to get with South Melbourne. Avondale have already fallen victim to South so far this year. South will play Avondale tonight after going down to Hume City last night. South in that run right now in the Pro League. So if you're going to get South Melbourne, now's a good time to get them. Avondale going to George Andrews for a date with the Dandenong Thunder next week. That'll be on Saturday. Cleanly won back by Cuba. Kerr. Multi-ball right now. Kerr will deal with the stray ball. Cuba. Now Zimmerino's pulled up a little lane as he got a groin issue. He's gone right down Zimmerino. Avondale playing with 10 right now. Adam Zimmerino might have to come out. Romich also coming out with Fornaroli closing in. Zimmerino is not getting up. That is definitely a potentially serious groin issue And play will stop now. Another move would have to be made here by Jonathan Germano. Fourth official has the board ready. Grabbing at the left groin straight away. There is a little bit of movement on the Avondale bench. Dylan Jacobi in the squad for the first time this season today. Brandon Lundy, Leon Elizart, Louis Alvarez and Sita Murray. It might be Murray who's going to come on. Got the start last week. Murray will be the man coming on here for an injured Adam Zimmerino. .77 on for 7 will be the numbers on the fourth official's board here. All 7s. Murray on for Zimmerino. Right on the hour mark here. Avondale 2, Green Gully 0. George Otts, Christian Trajewski, your scorers. Max Green on. Also came on at the start of the second half last week at Bentley. Hope under a little bit of pressure from Towns. Carlson gets it from Lockhead. Hope's been working hard today, but it's been a frustrating day for him. He doesn't look 100% either. He's been hobbling around just a little bit. There's Josh Hope. Olamawewe. Enough pressure coming from Trajewski to force the mistake. Kristen Trajewski makes another run down the right side. Fornaroli available here. Instead, he wanted to go for Max Green. It fell safely for Luka Romic in the end. Murray trying to get some early impact after coming on. It's a Murray starting in the previous 2 fixtures for Avondale. That's a sit on the pine here today to start with, which allowed Steph Valentini to get his first start. He's now out of the game. Cuba. Vandal. Bilal Habib hasn't had a lot to do today. Won't get there. Habib's just been out of position all day long. Carpenter. Quality ball out toward Wellsmore. Fornaroli tightly marked here. But they do get out. Wellsmore. It fell to Ott. It was left behind by Green. Avondale corner. Way Carpenter will play in short for Towns. Trajewski, another corner. Well, Habib doing the defensive work that time for Green Gully. This ball may have just collected one of the youngsters in the crowd there. Just quickly went over to make sure everything was okay. Plenty of young supporters for Avondale perched in behind the goal here. They've had plenty to celebrate today so far. A 2-0 lead. Carpenter has no short option available this time around. They're all parked up at the far post. No one placed near. They'll make their run up now. How's it going to go? Reed was so close. Head in hands. It could have been 3-0. Substitution. Amanhom Karmas is going to come on. Jalil Reggae is done. We saw Reggae starting to push up. Reggae was starting to come off. There's been a late change to the substitution here. Reggae's been told to just hold up. Wrong number might have been on the board. It's in fact Tafiq Olamawewe that's going to come off. Karmas will replace Olamawewe. Who'd be that central striker right now. Hope playing up ahead of him. Kifley and Kerr either side of the central combo. Where are the goals going to come from for Green Gully? Hope. Kifley couldn't do much. Avondale take it away once more. Wellsmore had multiple players to beat. Reggae still out there. Jalil Reggae. Thought he was coming off. Turns out wrong number was on the board. Hope. Kerr couldn't thread it through to Carlson. Fornaroli. Towns. Full 360 from Ute Towns. 1-2 punch with Wellsmore. Green. Towns, Wellsmore, Green. Green trying to find a way to get the cross in. Did so eventually. Easy pickings for Cuba. Lockhead gets denied, but it will be his throw. Hope. Kerr. He'll win the foot race here against Carpenter, but Carpenter not giving up the chase. Carpenter did brilliantly in the end.
Forward!
Now Cuba. Hope's made his way up front here. Bilal Habib, good first touch, takes the shot, deflected, but not into the back of the net. So corner. Rare chance for Gully to convert a corner here. And it's a wasted one. On paper, Gully's upcoming run doesn't look that bad. Hume City in 6 days' time, and South Melbourne, Bentley, Altona, and the two Dandenongs, Thunder and City. they'll be going into those games right now, unless something drastic happens here without any points. It's now been more than 3 hours without a goal for Green Gully. Towns did well there. Bilal Habib has gone down. And Yanni Milidis does have to stop play. I believe. I was going to say, aren't Gully out of subs? I think they might have one more window available to them. I think Avondale have used up theirs. Javier Aratia Pio, Duran Gutget, and Cooper Head are the unused subs for Gully. They had to make a keeper change at half-time. Michael Weir, who had it all to deal with in the first half, was clearly carrying an injury and had to make multiple impressive saves as Avondale just kept on piling on that pressure. He's been subbed out for Luka Romish. That happens over the half-time break. Bilal Habib comes back up to his feet now. Back with live action at Avenger Park. Inside the final 20 minutes. Avondale are close to their first win of the season. First points of the season. First points for Jonathan Gamano. Big shoes to fill. Zoran Markovski now plying his trade over at BT Connor Reserve. Preston will be in action on the first day of March tomorrow away to Melbourne City. We've had a really good start in their tenure up in the top flight here in Senol NPL Victoria. A big engaged in a wrestle there almost against Towns. Fornaroli, no shot available. Murray, he has a shot available. It's 3-0. It's game, set, and match. Avondale will get their first win of the season. Just takes the sting out of the game now. That could well be an own goal, by the way. I think that could easily have come off Jalil Rigag. Credit Murray for now. One final change for David Chick. It's Javier Ratia Pio who comes on for Bilal Habib, but it's now 3-0 hole. That Green Gully find themselves in. It'll be a day of relief when it's all said and done for Avondale. And Gully perched pointless at the bottom of the NPL Victoria table going into round 4. What a game it'll be against Hume City on Friday night. That'll be at home. plenty of former Hume City players and indeed coaches now in the fold at Keilor Downs. There'll be a fixture to look forward to on the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. Avondale are going to go for 4 here. Why not? Green. There's a phantom striker that he placed that ball toward. Ott was caught in behind. Diego Cuba. This is Trajewski. Carpenter. The Sting is really out of it now. Gully have to rely on a complete collapse. And a fair bit of luck, you would imagine. Karmas. Reggae. Rummage. And they'll take on the Dandenong Thunder in round 4. Trajewski back toward Ott. Scored the first goal here today. Reed. On a yellow card, Matt Reed today. Max Green, been lively since coming on. Fornaroli, can he join the party? It's Bruno Fornaroli. He'll play it back to Trajewski. It's blocked this time. Diego Cuba getting the block in. Now Ott. He'll go for it, Ott. And it won't go on the right side of the post for him. Carlson. Murray gets in his way. Avondale. Cuba. Boy, that was heavy. That was dangerous. That was a yellow card for sure for George Ott.
It's okay, you can go.
Talk to him, Yanni. What are you? Don't need him. He needs answers. Every week we do, man. Every week we do.
David Chick has come over to talk to the 4th official, which is Yanni Zizis. He's also getting some advice from a couple of people in Green Gully merch behind the fence. No doubt it's the colour of the card that is being discussed there. No real need for it. If you're George Ott, you're 3-0 up. You're really comfortable. Ott's had a good day. He has a goal to his name today. Now we've had a delay in play here. Diego Cuba is just catching his breath. He's had to put in quite a shift today, Diego Cuba. Avondale are thinking about more subs here. Dylan Jacupi and Leon Elazar are being readied and have the subs vest off. Avondale still have more subs available to them today. Kerr. It's been a frustrating day for him. Kifley not far away. Still a chance though. Verntal's going to play back, but Hope's caught behind. They're looking tired now, Green Gully. They've been chasing the game. They conceded in the 33rd minute, but The game was on Avondale's terms well before that goal. Any goals that come now, just merely consolation prizes and a bit of damage control for their goal difference early in the season. Came in today at -3. Avondale came in at -4 and they've repaired some of that damage. Here's the corner kick. Cuba taking it. Avondale caught behind Dot. Cuba goes again. That's an awkward ball. Jack Gibson takes the pack mark and takes some contact as well from, I think it was Josh Hope. His Green Gully counterpart subbed out of the game, Michael Weir, in the first half. Now Gibson has had to take some contact here for Avondale. Luis Alvarez is the backup keeper for Avondale. And he's being assessed right now. There will be a triple change, not double change, a triple change for Avondale. So Braden Lundy's going to get on here as well, alongside Dylan Jacoupy. And Leon Alizar. Matthew Reid is off. George Otts is off. They're both carrying yellows. And Blake Carpenter is off as well. He looks slightly bemused by that. He's not happy. He's genuinely filthy with being subbed out, Blake Carpenter, but he's put in a good day. His team's going to get their first win of the season. Matt Reid hands over the captain's armband. That's been given to Bruno Fornaroli. And so now Avondale are out of subs for the day. Jack Gibson's okay. Murray been good since coming on. Fornaroli, is this the moment? Bruno Fornaroli! It's 4-0. Bruno Fornaroli has scored for Avondale. It's the cherry on top. Here today, Avondale will win their first game of the season. Bruno Fornaroli makes it 4-0 as soon as he gets the captain's armband. He gets the job done. Three goals in the last half an hour for Avondale. No answers whatsoever for David Chick in Green Gully. And it will be an informed Hume City they run into next at home on Friday night. Hume taking a 1-0 win against the Bentley Greens earlier today. This is Lockhead. Reggae. Karmas going out wide. Kerr, Hope. Hope's been battling today for Gully. I don't think he's looking necessarily 100% either. A throw to be taken by Alizar. Alizar gets his first look at some action this season. The match ball goes sailing over our broadcast tower and into the backstop that stop stray balls from going onto the Tullamarine Freeway. Alizar. Long throw down the line for Max Green's moved over to the left side. Green. All sorts of pressure coming from both Kerr and Oscar Carlson. Still Green though. Found its way through to Fornaroli. He has his first goal now for Avondale. In game 3 of this new season, here is Fornaroli. Dealt with by Karmas. Josh Hope. 5 minutes left here at Avenger Park. The points in the book now for Avondale. Green Gully looking for some consolations late. Frustrated Josh Hope as the ball ends up being nowhere near Kerr. Two more kickoffs coming on in just over an hour from now. Caroline Springs, George Cross will host Dandenong Thunder, Altona Magic. Get a look at South Melbourne at Paisley Park. One match to come tomorrow. Melbourne City host the Preston Lions. Wins last night for Dandenong City over Heidelberg 2-1. A 3-1 win for Oakley at Dynamo. Gag, that was awkward. It's ricocheting around here. Fornaroli threw himself in there. Dylan DeGupi got a moment as well in his first appearance of the season for Avondale. Brandon Lundy's out there as well now. This will be a win that hopefully sets things up a little bit for Avondale now. It's been a rough start for them. Losses to South Melbourne and Bentley. Dandenong Thunder, Dandenong City, Preston, Oakley and Dynamo coming up in their next run of games. As we enter March, this being the last day of February. Right now it's Max Green looking to make it 5-0. Green. No way past Jalil Reggae. Murray can go again, but something had happened prior to Murray's attack on the ball. Yellow card. A second yellow card for Diego Cuba is out of the game. It also sets up a really dangerous set piece here for Avondale. Diego Cuba sees his second yellow card of the day. Becoming a disastrous afternoon for Green Gully. They'll be without Diego Cuba against Team City. Chance at 5-0 here for Avondale. Bruno Fornaroli and Kristen Trachevsky, both scorers here today, talk it over. There'd be no doubt who's taking this though. Can Fornaroli score twice in the space of just 5 minutes? 5-man wall. And a small gap to work with for Fornaroli. Goes for it. He has 2. Avondale have 5. He found the gap. And Avondale have ended up putting 5 past Green Gully here today. They had a goal difference of -4 coming in. They're now in the positive, all in the space of one afternoon here. This is a disaster for Green Gully. And the pressure cooker will be on at Keilor Downs this week. A brace for Bruno Fornaroli. Don't want to concede now.
Stay tight.
It's the second time in the last 12 months we've seen a team score 5 in this fixture. Gully got a 5-2 win against Avondale back in May. That was with Amir Abdallah getting a hat-trick that day. No time added on. As soon as we get to the 90, that's it, we're done. No time added on. An early final whistle, it's not going to matter because Avondale have claimed a 5-0 win against Green Gully. It is a stunning result that firmly puts the spotlight on Green Gully now. They are 0-3 to start their season. Avondale finally get a win here. It started with George Ott in the 33rd minute. It was a 1-0 lead at halftime. Michael Weir was under all sorts of pressure in goal for Green Gully. He was carrying an injury as well. He was subbed out at halftime. And then in the second half, Avondale just put Green Gully to the sword, and they did it in style. It was firstly Christian Trajewski in the 53rd minute to make it 2-0. Saita Murray came on as a sub today, and it was his shot that resulted in what looked to be an own goal off Jalil Reggae. That made it 3-0. And then a Bruno Fornaroli double, the second of which came from the set piece right at the end of the match, has seen this one blow out to 5-0. Avondale have some pressure relieved for them, and Gully have it all to play for next week now against Hume City. 2 more games to come here tonight in NPL Victoria. Caroline Springs, George Cross, I should say, going to be hosting Dandenong Thunder. Altona Magic hosting Hallis at Paisley Park. Bruno Fornaroli takes some selfies with the youngsters here after he scores a double here today. But we are done from Avenger Park. Well, what a stunning afternoon it was. And plenty of storylines will come out of it. But we are done here from Avenger Park. Avondale have claimed a 5-0 win against Green Gully.
Nothing to say to you. Nothing to say. I don't care if you come and talk to me. I have nothing to say. I was embarrassed. I'll come back and find you. Yeah. Just chill. Go to the car.